Welcome back to Google class. Dear students, how are you? Today I am going to take Indian Penal Code. Okay. Under section 307. Under section 307 of IPC is attempt to murder. Attempt to murder. The sorry. Section 307 explained about whoever does any act with such intention or knowledge and under such circumstance that if he by that act caused death, he would be guilty of murder, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. And if hurt is caused, H-U-R-T, hurt is caused to any person by such act, the offender shall be liable either to imprisonment for life or to such punishment as is herein before mentioned. Okay. And attempt by life convicts, the same section, when any person offending under this section is under sentence of imprisonment for life, he may, if hurt is caused, be punished with death. Okay, this is also a big section, attempt murder. I will give you illustrations as per the IPC code. Number 1, here A shoots at Z with intention to kill him under such circumstance that if death ensued, A would be guilty of murder. A is liable to punishment under this section 307. Okay. Second illustration, A with the intention of causing the death of a child of the child tender age or tender years, expose it in a desert place. Okay. A has committed the offence defined by this section, though the death of the child does not ensue. Okay. Again, second illustration, A with the intention of causing the death of child of tender years, exposes it in a desert place. A has committed the offence defined by this section, though the death of the child does not ensue. The third illustration, A intending to murder Z, okay, buys a gun and loads it. A has not yet committed the offence. A fires the gun at Z. He has committed the offence defined in this section, that is 307. And if by such firing he wounds Z, he is liable to the punishment provided by the later part of the first paragraph of section 307 of IPC. Okay. And another illustration, A intending to murder Z by poison, purchase poison and mixes the same with the food which remains in A's keeping. Okay. A has not committed the offence defined in this section in this situation. Okay. A placed the food on Z table or delivers it to Z servants to place it on Z table. In this situation, A has committed the offence defined in this section. Okay, these are illustration available in our IPC 307. Based on this illustration only, many cases are coming. Okay, what is attempt to murder? Okay, what is the meaning of attempt to murder? I'll give you. This section seems to apply attempts to murder in which there has been not merely a commencement of the execution of the purpose, but something little short of complete execution. Okay, the consummation being hindered by circumstance independent of the will of the writers or authors or any persons. Here the act of omission, although it does not cause death, is carried to such a length as at the time of carrying it to that length, the offender considers sufficient to cause death. Okay, the ingredients, the essential ingredients is available. The essential ingredients is required to be proved in the case of offense under section 307 of IPC. What are the ingredients here? Number one, that the death of a human being was attempted. Number two, that such death was attempted to be caused by or in consequence of the act of the accused. Number three, that such act was done with the intention of causing death, or that it was done with the intention of causing such bodily injury as subdivided. 1. The accused knew to be likely to cause death, or subdivided 2, was sufficient in the ordinary course of nature to cause death, or that the accused attempted to cause death by doing an act known to him to be so imminently dangerous that it must in all probability cause number 1 death, or b such bodily injury as is likely to cause death, the accused having no excuse for inquiring the risk of causing such death or injury. Here, to justification of conviction under this section, it is not essential that bodily injury capable of causing death should have been inflicted, although the nature of injury actually caused may often give considerable assistance in coming to a finding as to the intention of the accused. Such intention may also be deduced from other circumstances and may even in some cases be ascertained without any reference to all to actual wounds. This section makes a distinction between an act of the accused and its result, if any. Such an act may not be attended by any result so far as the person assaulted is concerned, but still there may be cases in which the culprit would be liable under this section. It is not necessary that the injury actually caused to the victim of the assault should be sufficient under ordinary circumstances to cause the death of the person assaulted. Here, what the court has to see is whether the act, irrespective of its result, was done with the intention or knowledge and under circumstances mentioned in this section. Okay, an attempt in order to be a criminal need not be punished, need not be penultimate. Okay, penultimate act need not be the penultimate. I will spelling give you penultimate, penultimate. Okay, act. It is sufficient in law if there is present an intent coupled with some overt act in execution thereof. Okay, and it is sufficient if the act was one capable of causing death and there was an intention to cause death. Even so, in a case of Supreme Court held that where 4 or 5 persons attacked a man with a deadly weapon like edge of the farsha was not used in causing the injuries, the accused were liable to be punished under section 326 and 324 depending on the nature of the injury caused by each and not punished under section 307 of IPC. Sorry. Okay, this is what's saying. And another example of this case, the Supreme Court held in Pullicherla, Pullicherla, Pullicherla Nagaraju versus State of Andhra Pradesh. Okay, in this case, the intention to cause death can be gathered generally from a combination of a few or several of the following among other circumstances. Number 1, name of the weapon used. Number 2, whether the weapon was carried by the accused or was picked up from the spot. Number 3, whether the blow is aimed at a vital part of the body. Number 4, the amount of force employed in causing injury. Number 5, whether the act was in the course of sudden quarrel or sudden fight or free for all fight. Number 6, whether the incident occurs by chance or where there was any premeditation. Number 7, whether there was any prior enmity or whether the deceased was a stranger. Number 8, whether there was any grave and sudden provocation, and if so, the cause for such provocation. And number 9, whether it was in the heat of passion. Number 10, whether the person inflicting the injury has taken undue advantage or has acted in the cruel or unusual manner. Sorry. Number 11, whether the accused dealt a single blow or several blows. So here the above list of the circumstances is of course not exhaustive, and there may be several other special circumstances with reference to individual case which may throw light on the questions of intentions. Okay, this was saying the Pullicherla Nagaraju versus State of Andhra Pradesh. And another thing, reference in a group person clash. Okay, one person died and several other persons were injured, some of them seriously. The accused also received injuries. 2 of the accused were convicted under section 307 and others under section 324. Okay, based on this injuries, the Supreme Court held that though the injuries caused by the 2 accused were somewhat serious, the offence for attempt to murder was not made out, as their case stood on the same footing as that of others and altered their conviction to one under section 324. Okay, this is the main reason, because if any one of the ingredients is not proved, it automatically relieved from the one section to another section. Okay students, we will meet again next video class. Okay, I think this is material is very useful to you. Read it properly, watch regularly in our Google class, don't miss it. Okay, watch again and again 2 or 3 more times the same video, then only understand easily. Okay, okay students, thank you, bye.